Nice. Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. I am trying a new little setup. I hope it works. Voila, welcome. We have a different angle. Oh, has the camera died? It so has. Why? Why have we died? Eh? Hate it. I try new things and then it stops working. Why? Why are you doing this to me? What? Why have we died? Oh no, I'm back. Just was not loving life for some reason. Hello, welcome. Okay. No. Why am I not moving? Okay, we good now? We're gonna have movement. Okay, let's hope it stays good. Yeah, I changed the angle and then the whole thing just craps out for absolutely no reason. Like literally all I did was move the camera. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it should stay good. Okay. Right. We have a few things on the menu today. We've got, well, we're just meal prepping today because husband is going to be, I'm just going to give this a little wipe down before I start. I don't think I did that yet. Hello, Wizzle. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. See how it is. Let's see if this is any good. Just I'm just slightly concerned. The camera was not really playing ball when I started, so hopefully it's just sorted itself out. But let me know if it dies. Oh, yeah. So just trying something a little new. Yeah, a little lag. What? There's a lag between the audio and the video, is there? I never know why. Why? Who knows? My day's been good. My day has been very good, actually. But getting lots done and just yeah. What did I do today? Just mainly a bit of tidying, cleaning things up because Michael's got someone coming to visit tonight. After, at some point, I can't remember when, but just making sure everything is nice. And I'm away next week and the week after, so just trying to get everything sorted out, So we've got some beans. I don't know what kind of beans they are, but they are beans. I'm just going to do them in this rice cooker. First day of heat and you don't like it. Oh no. I'm hoping for some warm weather when I go. Just going to do half of the bag. And then you can actually see my kitchen now. This is my pantry. It's my grill, my fridge. Going to be a long summer, I bet. I bet. Right, what we are going to do is we're going to add some water. it doesn't really matter how much water you put in because you drain the excess water anyway. We're going to do 600 mils. Is that with or with? I think that it's including the beans already in there. I say it's better be safe than sorry. Why do I get random ads popping up on my computer? Right. I'm going to chuck a bay leaf in there because why not? Add a bit of je ne sais quoi, Pop that in there. If it will please sink. Okay, it's just going to float on top. Fine. Be that way. Yeah, exactly. This is where you guys used to be. So every time I did anything to the fridge, it was like crash bang. We're just gonna go into the rice cooker. So it's a bit off the screen, but I have my rice cooker and maybe if I open it, you might see it. No, not in view. However, the rice cooker is over there. Beep, 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 beep. So we are going to get the beans cooking. That's going to take an hour to do its thing. So in the meantime, I am going to, yeah, no, it's nice, isn't it? It's like there's a chair underneath there. So it's one of those like office spinny chairs that I just like minimum setting and it works. It works. Put like a towel down on this side because like there's like fabric chair. So I'm like, just in case, keep the splash zone protected. So yeah, that's gonna become a chili. So that the beans are just gonna go for a minute. And then in the meantime, I am going to make some gyoza dumplings. I will be making many, many dumplings next month, but make sure I don't forget. Exactly. I've angled it very nicely. Like there's a chair here. Like yeah, just keep up the illusion. So yeah, we're gonna do some dumplings, and I thought it'd be nice to try this new outward facing setup. Since I don't have to like sit over a pot and stir for ages. Well, yes, but can be our little secret. So hopefully, I haven't actually like put like pressure on here really yet. So we're about to find out if it's actually a working bench. I would love it to be a working bench because that would be a really nice little setup. So I have a cabbage. I have my other chocolate pot. So I might just quickly make myself a little drink to sip on while we cook. So I'm gonna do another and see how messy my fridge is. I don't usually have to worry about how clean my fridge is, but yeah, no, it's really good. It's considering it's just the two of us. Like, it's really nice. We have plenty of space to do things. I'm just gonna make myself my little coffee, bit of milk. I go in with yeah, it's really tall. Like I don't know if you can see the top of this. I think the chat's covering it, but you can see the bottom of the extractor fan, and it's taller than that. So I can't reach the top. Like I just ask husband. Like half of these like cupboards, I can't actually reach the top. Like I have to like tippy toe. Which is very interesting because Japanese people, on average, are shorter than me. I am taller than the average Japanese female. So, yeah, I did. I can move that. I can move that. I've got the mouse with me. Hold on. Just give it a little quick move. See, I think you can't even see. It's not even on the screen. Um, um, oh, coffee doesn't go in the fridge. And I give this a little whiz. Little whiz. It's so much quicker to whiz it with the thingy. Especially if I've put it in like cold milk. Come on. Sorry, we're just taking a little intermission to um, make a little mocha because it's gonna be a long one. Oh yeah, it is a tall fridge. Like that is a full size fridge. Like I wouldn't be surprised. It's like a 6 foot tall fridge, easily. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna quickly add my very failed chalky milk situation in here as well. Hello, welcome. Sorry, my glasses are not helping me. Bartold? What would you like to be called? Let me know if you have a preference. What am I cooking? Right now I'm making a little mocha. Because I'm gonna need it. But today I am making 2 dishes. I am making gyoza. So these are Japanese dumpling wrappers. They're still in the packet, but I will show you in a second. I'll be making some gyoza, and I've also got some beans cooking in. No, this is the evening stream, but it's currently, well, evening-ish. It's 4:10. We're in Japan. So welcome. Welcome to Japan. Welcome to Sendai. Komi, over to you again. Mhm. So I'm making some dumplings while the beans are cooking. My beans are in the microwave in the rice cooker at the moment. So because I'm using dry beans, and once they are done, we are going to make some chili with the beans. So I've got some pork and I've got some beef. So I'm just going to mix it all together and make a sacrilegious chili. Not soybeans. It's a red bean, but it's not azuki beans. So I don't know where my open packet is gone, but it's the same beans as these. It's like a red bean, but it's like bigger than like the classic like sweet red bean. I'm actually sure what type of bean you are, but yeah, kintoki bean is what it's called. Um, yeah. And the chili, it's going to be chili adjacent. I'm just going to do some tomatoes because I have like so many of these because I keep buying more buying more tins of tomatoes and I forget that I still have some. And I've got like a massive bag of like Cajun seasoning, so I'm just going to use this as the seasoning. Or it's going to be chili inspired. So yeah. Right. Add that to that. Yes. Right. So that's going. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. That's very kind of you. Yes, come join the Chaotic Kitchen. Right. We are going to start with our gyoza dumpling situation. Abby is going to be eating, he's going to be eating better than when I cook normally. Where is I? You have come on a good day, Bartold, because it's the first time I'm doing this way camera. Usually you're stuck to my fridge and you're like down this way, but trying something new. Hopefully it's good. And let's see if it lasts, because if it's good, then we will keep doing it. This is like I'm just like revealing all my secrets. This is not a real table. This is like just, as you can see, this is a ladder. So like we have a little loft, and like this is just a piece of wood. So it's cozy. It's cozy. We have a little studio apartment in Japan. My husband works at a university, so it is university like provided accommodation. Right. I'm just trying to make sure nothing falls off the side. That would be tragic. Right. It does. It does. And I'm not complaining, Make my kitchen look nicer than it is. I'll take that. Right. Just cutting the inside out of. Yes, that would be really good. However, I don't have a second camera. You're literally filming off my phone. So I will one day, when I do really want to do that. Like when I get back to the UK, back in my own kitchen, I definitely want like a double setup for sure. So we're gonna trim the cabbage really tiny, and then I'm actually not doing a very Japanese flavored gyoza. I'm gonna use gapao paste, which is a Thai seasoning. And I've never actually put it in the gyoza. Yes, so we are originally from the UK. Are we going to take some time off after here? Yeah, for sure. So we're currently in Japan because my husband got a job here, because he's a scientist. He is working at the university as a researcher. And we were living in the UK before coming here. That's where we met at university. And his contract is for 2 years. And so we are here until the end of March next year. And then we will probably take a short break. Well, husband definitely wants a short break because he's only been working, so he's not actually traveled any of Japan and stuff. So we will take some time off. I've obviously had time off this whole time because I've decided to be a housewife while in Japan. And so we're going to take some time off, and we are going to travel a little bit of Japan, and then we will go back to the UK after. Just going to roughly weigh. Hello, Parker. Welcome. Yes, I know. I'm just trying something new. If everybody likes it, I will definitely keep it going. I thought I'd try it out today because I kind of figured it out some time ago, but I always like cook over the hob, so I feel like I wanted to try it when I was doing something that wasn't like hob based, because I'm doing gyoza today. So I thought, you know what, it's a good time to test this. We are not both Japanese. I am half Japanese, half Vietnamese. I was born in Vietnam, and I've lived all across the world. Am I saying hob? Yes, this is a hob. Yes, I am. I live in the UK. Let me be. It's a hob. And my husband is British, so he will probably come home in about an hour. So he'll come say hi. What's wrong with a hob, Parker? What else is it? What do you lot call that? You've never heard it before. Well, what is it? A cooker? What do you call the hot thing that you put your pots and pans on? A stove. Oh, yeah. No, I don't say stove. I think it's a very British thing. Calling it a hob. But yeah. So yeah, that is a quick rundown of us. So yeah, I've been streaming almost a year. Streamversary coming up. I hope everybody joins me for Stream Week. Um, I will be making many gyoza next week. I've been needing to film a little intro for that. I will do one at some point. I'm making husband cook one of the days because I'm like, yeah, I'm sure the people will love that. Oh, my chat has disappeared for some reason. What's happened? Hold up. In a memento, signores and senoritas. Why? I've just lost my chat. Hold up. Okay. Okay. I don't want to knock off my drink. Why? Streamlabs, why are we being so shit today? Okay, my chat's gone, so 1 second. Let's do it the good old way. Oh god, I'm gonna like run out of space on my tablet. I do make Vietnamese dishes as well. Blame whistle. Let's. Oh, that's kind of dangerous. Are we gonna live dangerously? Yeah, go on. You call that stupid electric cooktop? I do make Vietnamese dishes occasionally. I kind of just make whatever. To be fair. Um, so yeah, it's just a mixture of stuff that I want to cook. Um, this is the hard name as well. You only press one button. You clearly someone's emitting radio waves from somewhere, and I bet you when husband gets back, um, the stream's going to go frazzly again. My husband, I swear, we think he just emits radioactive waves or something because the stream always cuts off when or goes shaky when he comes back. So you know. I've just realized the chat has stopped as well on the screen. Stopped showing up. Why? Why? Refresh chat. Oh, are we back? I think it just disconnected the chat for some reason. Oh, there we go. Hubby must be close, honestly, I swear. Oh, oh, Streamlab just died. Oh no. Mm. I swear to God, guys. Who's trashing my stream? Are we back? Very laggy though. Hopefully, okay. No one touch anything. Don't breathe. Yeah, I may switch to I may just stream straight to Twitch if it happens again. Honestly, Streamlabs has been an absolute assholey recently. It's just not been going. Yes, let's fingers crossed. It's given me enough headaches. Honestly, this close to giving up on Streamlabs and switching to something else. Not gonna lie. Right. We have cabbage chopped up. Yes, it is. You touch one thing and then the other thing goes wrong and then rada. Right. I feel like I chopped up the cabbage a bit big, to be honest. Probably should have gone for like a lot smaller, but oh well. Man can have crunchy gyoza. Right. So we are going in with probably like equal amounts cabbage and meat. Do that. Okay. We have cabbage. What I should have done is put this in a not metal bowl so I could cook it down a bit so it shrinks. But that's fine. We can live without. We're gonna salt the cabbage. Just got some like spare salt from some other things. I'm just gonna give it a quick salt just so it starts drawing out a bit of moisture. Probably do another. Oh, it stopped again. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. It's probably back, hopefully back. Tray annoying. I hate life right now. Why does everything hate me? Just gonna see if this works. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Yeah, I'm just going straight to Twitch now. Hopefully. Are we working? I hate life. Why does this do this to me? I hope we're good. I can't even tell because it's not. Twitch has just decided to die on me. I can't even see if my own stream is working. Okay, I think we are fine. I think we are good for now. Let's go. Hello, I apologize for that. Honestly. We're just gonna do half a teaspoon of salt over our cabbage, just to give it a little toss. Right. We have 50 gyozas to make, so that's a fairly hefty amount. So we are just no mic. Oh yeah, hold up. Let me just. I just made my hands salty. I have to put the mic onto the phone. So many moving parts. I swear. Okay, I think Mike should be back now. Hello. Okay. Hopefully, we shall be uninterrupted for the rest of the stream, now that we are going direct. Mike should be on now, I think, I hope. It's going to be not as good as when it goes through Streamlabs because it's not been sound balanced. But that is what it is. I've just put a bit of salt over the cabbage, and I'm just basically scrunching it into the cabbage so everybody gets a bit of salt in. There's definitely pieces that are way too big in here, but too late now. Just gonna hopefully have that shrink down a bit. So we're just gonna hang out there. And then, got 35 minutes left on the beans. So we are going to, yeah, I just need to stay calm. Coffee break, I need that. Right, next, we are gonna go in with our gapawa paste. Just seeing, where are my spoons? How much are you usually meant to use? About how much? Does it have a recommendation of how much to use? Nope. Just guessing amounts here. So gapawa paste is, what is it made of? Basil, oil, sugar, garlic, chili, lemongrass. So it's a very just lovely Thai seasoning. I'm gonna go in with a teaspoon per gram of meat that we have, per 100 grams of meat that we have. We've got 300 grams-ish, so I'm gonna do 3. Is that about right? I don't want it to be too salty, so I'm gonna stop it there. And then, yeah, I use this for like a bunch of stuff. It's so good on just a stir fry. Just, you know, all-purpose seasoning, really. So we're just going to get that around the cabbage. We've also added a bit of salt to this already, so I don't want it to be too salty. The seasoning is, I think it's nicer to cook it because it's got lemongrass in it, and I feel like that's sort of a stuff thing. It's not so much of a dipping sauce. It's not a condiment. It's definitely a spice paste, a seasoning paste. But it smells so good. Like I wish you guys could smell this. It just smells like Thailand. But it's not too spicy, this particular paste. So it's got that kind of sweet, spicy, lemongrassy goodness. So we've got all the color distributed, and then I've got 50 gyozas to make. This is going to be so much. And we're going in with our pork. Got pork mince today. I think we might have bought this pork mince when we were out and about the other day together. So in with our pork mince. There's definitely more cabbage than pork, but c'est la vie. And then we are, to be fair, at this point I should really just get in with my hands, to be fair, because I'm gonna need to use my hands anywho. Yes. I am, however, going to use a glove because I ain't about getting pork and just raw meat under my nails. What happened? I just put it on the wrong way. Yes, I think we bought this on a shopping trip that we went on together. So, resting spoon. So yes, I will be using my bare hands when I actually make the dumplings, but for now, while I'm doing the squish squish, I am not going to bother. Yeah, that stream went really well, actually, almost too well. Just goes to show Streamlabs is not ideal. because all the other apps seem to do better. This mince is so cold. My hands are freezing touching this. So really, you want to mush it up quite a lot because you want it to kind of stick to itself. That's how you want to get to the type of kind of consistency you want to get to. So I probably just need this for a minute or two, because you want to basically, when you kind of smush it together, you want it to stick to itself, which is almost doing. I probably have too much cabbage in here, so it's probably not ideal, but we are getting there. This is so cold. My hands are like gonna fall off. I left the mince out the whole time just to let it come up to temperature. However, it is still very, very cold. Mixing it up with all the glove colors. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is my disposable food gloves, so they tend to be white. I still haven't bought myself new gloves yet, so that's still on the list of things to do. And what I should do is add a bit of, does this packet suggest I put a bit of, yeah, I might put a bit of cornstarch in as well, because that helps to suck up some moisture. But also, I'm not too fussed. I'm not about following the recipe. The pink ones, technically, yes, I'm still using them, only because I haven't bought new ones, but I will buy new ones eventually, because I don't like having a wet finger while I do my dishes. So here we have our mince mixture. As you can see, it is becoming sticky and it will stick to itself, which is the consistency we want. Just going through the mince to make sure that there's no like big chunks of meat. Everything is thoroughly mixed in. Cool. That's about right. And what I would ideally like to do is weigh this mixture so I know roughly how much I am putting into each dumpling, just so I have like, I can pace myself, you know, on how much I'm putting in to each dumpling, because you can fit quite a lot of mixture in each dumpling, but I don't want any leftover filling or leftover. It's okay, so we're just gonna do a very janky weigh. Got about 600 grams of filling, and we've got 50 wrappers. So I prefer to freeze them while they're raw, and then I cook them from frozen, because I think the texture is nicer. The meat doesn't feel like double cooked. So that's my preference. I think some people do cook them first, but gyozas cook very fast because the meatball, the amount of meat itself isn't very much per dumpling, so it kind of cooks up, you know, maybe like 2-3 minutes different to when it's like fresh versus when it's frozen. So we are degloving and can be binned. So let's do some quick maths. We have 600 grams of filling divided by 50 wrappers. So that's about 10, 12 grams per. Wow, someone has some quick maths, quicker than mine. Yeah, 12 grams per. I have no idea how much 12 grams is. Let's have a way. See how that looks. Okay, or not. Will not release. Okay, so that's like a generous teaspoon, which is perfect because that's what I've got right here. Yeah, perfect. Right. Let's get wrapping. You asked your phone. Did you see me? Did you see me in my quick math? I've just got some styrofoam. I think this contained some sort of meat at some point. But that's just all washed out, and so then I can line up my dumplings in here and I can cling film it and shove that in the freezer. So I don't really need to do anything else for now. Ready to hang out for about an hour while I wrap 50 dumplings. I hope you're ready. The warm water was so nice because my hands are so cold from that meat. What I do need is a little pot of water because this will be for dipping the edges around. Yeah, let's get wrapping. I'm gonna not take these out too quickly. Actually, I'm going to put them in a container so they don't dry out while I wrap. This is when I just leave all of my cupboards open. I have a bad habit of doing this. I keep them open because it's just more convenient to keep them open. But husband hits his face on it if he like walks into it without realizing that they're open, and he always like smacks his face on it. So I need to keep it a habit to close them. Right, so I'll put them in a container so they just keep the moisture in a bit better. So I can pull out maybe a handful at a time to actually wrap with, and then these guys can hang out in here while we wrap. Right. Welcome to the dumpling stream. We are now dumplinging finally. So we're just gonna I definitely do bare hands for dumplinging because it's just too hard with gloves on. So we go teaspoon of filling. Oh, actually, teaspoon of filling might be too much. These are quite small wrappers. And I would ordinarily do folds in my dumpling, but today I am really not in the mood to do folds in my dumpling. So I'm just gonna do as is, no folds, just in. Hello, Oyukimone. Welcome. Thank you so much for your follow. I'm just wrapping dumplings. I'm gonna call them dumplings and not gyoza because it is only very loosely gyoza at this point because I've put like Thai seasoning in here, and I'm not even like putting folds on them. So like it's a generic dumpling that has influences of gyoza. So we have just basically 50 more, or 42 down, 50 more, 42 down, 50 more, 42 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 more 2 down, 48 to go. I cannot math. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and do that. I actually need a covering for my dumplings because they will also dry out. Honestly, everything is just threatening to dry out today. I'm just gonna do like a loose situation so I can just keep everything somewhat moist. So yeah. As I was saying before, we are doing a stream week at the end of the month, celebrating yours truly's 1 year on Twitch, and I will be doing a dumpling per follower across Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. So if you are watching and you haven't followed already, chuck us a follow so I have to wrap even more dumplings than I currently am. I think I'm on 245 dumplings at the moment because I'm counting Instagram and YouTube and Twitch. So you can follow me across platforms if you'd like to increase the number of dumplings trifold. I don't know why this dumpling is so sticky. It's like not releasing from the spoon. Yeah, come hang out. I usually cook. Majority of my streams are cooking, but sometimes I get up to shenanigans. I figured out what am I cooking. I am currently doing dumplings. They are more or less gyoza, but they're not really gyoza because it's a Thai seasoning. Hello, Julian. I can't tell if you're a Julia or a Julian. Let me know. I do not wish to misname you. I don't know where to cut off your name. But I am doing some dumplings, kind of gyoza, kind of not. Gyoza wrappers, but the meat is seasoned with a Thai seasoning. So it's just a fusion, really. It's just a fusion dumpling. It's going to be delicious regardless. And I will be also cooking some chili when my beans are done. My beans are currently in the rice cooker. So once the beans are finished, I will make a chili as well. The reason why I'm cooking so much today is because I'm going to be away next week and husband is all on his own. So I am being the best waifu in the whole wide world and cooking him things to put in the freezer. So he will not have to buy stuff in the restaurant all the time. He's got some deadlines next week and the week after, so I would like to make sure he stays healthy and just not ordering in all the time. So yeah, just wrapping basically. It's very unfortunate because I'm going to be away, I'm not going to be streaming probably until the stream week, which is not great planning on my part. I should have kind of thought about that before I decided I wanted to go on holiday. But needs must. Lady Gaga awaits. So I will be, to be fair, this weekend will probably be the last stream I do before the stream week because I will be away and then I'm not going to stream while I'm away, I think. I'm off to Australia. I told you this. I'm going to Sydney. I'm going to Sydney to go see my bestie. Yeah, off to Sydney to go see my bestie, and she happened to have Lady Gaga tickets, so we're doing Lady Gaga. Yes, this is the one. This is the one where I'm going to Sydney. So yeah, just gonna hang out really. So we are seven dumplings in. A fair few more to go. Yeah. Yes, Sydney is the one. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. I apologize. So yes, off to Sydney for 10-ish days. So I will probably not stream while away unless I can figure out a good day to plan. So yeah. I'll probably be doing a lot of like walks and stuff, and I don't even know how the internet situation is out and about. So we shall have to see. Just making sure these guys stay relatively closed up. So we've got, oh, I've managed to pull out exactly 10 dumpling wrappers in one go. So we are continuing on. Yes, I really should be putting folds in my dumplings, but also I'm like so lazy. Like when I used to do this as a kid, like we'd like have competitions to how many like folds you can put into a dumpling. But okay, good to know, because like I'm thinking of doing a lot of like walks and things, so I wasn't sure how good the internet would be like out of the city. So yeah, we'll see if I can get a good plan. I might get a big enough plan to maybe stream some IRLs. Right, 10 dumplings in the bag. Let's go. I cannot open the container. I'm always like overambitious with the number of dumplings I do. I'm always like, yeah, I can do 100. Don't know about phones there, but we only have 4G and up now. Yeah, I think most phones up here are like 5G. So, and you get pretty good internet even like in, well, apparently you get good internet outside, but not inside the flat. The Wi-Fi in here is shoddy, but no, the data connection is pretty good, even like in the middle of nowhere. So it's always a good thing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we saw on the IRL stream when we were doing a walkabout. I swear the outside internet was better than what we get in Wi-Fi inside the house. Like, how does that work? Wi-Fi is meant to be, you know, more stable and all that sort of stuff, and yet we have whatever the situation is, everything cutting out twice. But to be fair, I blame that more on Streamlabs than I do on the actual internet. Like, this is not even an internet problem, it's a Streamlabs problem. So I would really like to get that fixed. If anybody has recommendations for a better stream managing software, please do tell, because I am getting like this close to quitting Streamlabs because it's only been issues, really. Let's be honest. So here we are, moving along. This is gonna be at least an hour of dumpling in. I can already tell. This is going slower than usual. To be fair, I could do some of them as a shumai. That could be a shout. Shumai go faster than dumplings do, for sure. The mint smells really good though. The Thai spices are definitely hitting real nice. Oh. I need a better storing system because the plastic. Hi Phoenix, welcome. Do you like the new angle? We've got something different, a little spicy. We've decided to go this way today. Thought I'd try it out before I leave because I'm going to be away for ages. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try this way before I go, just to see how the vibe is. And yeah, I'll be away for 2 weeks after this. So I'm going to try out new things and then ditch. And then we'll be back for stream week when I get back. Speaking of which, I need to keep messaging people. It's interesting. I don't know if it's a good interesting or a bad interesting. Did you like being stuck to my fridge better? Yes, I am on Hollybobs next week. Off to Sydney to go see my bestie. So I'll be away for 2 weeks. I'm only away for 10 days, but I'll probably end up not being able to stream for 2 weeks. Well, less than 2 weeks because I've got stream week happening on starting the 20th. So I will be back for that. It is going to be hot. I'm very excited. It is getting very cold. It snowed today. We got our first snow this morning, and I remember husband telling me this morning that it was snowing, and I was like, oh my god, it's going to be so cold. And then earlier today, I fully left the house in just a fleece, and I was very, very cold. Thankfully, I wasn't going very far, so that was fine. But I was literally told me that it was snowing, and then I literally leave the house in just a fleece because it looked so sunny, the weather is good. 32. It is toasty. I think we hit 3 degrees outside this morning. Obviously, it was colder when it was snowing, but when I left the house, it was 3 degrees. So this way makes sense with you using the table. Yeah, I mean, I'm using the table because I'm facing this way. It would not make sense. I mean, I thought I'd try it when I'm doing something that's not over the hob. Well, I say that I'm about to make chili after this, so that's going to be interesting. See how that works out. I might change angle if it's weird. What was the other place? First summer we had snow in the mountains. Oh my god. Separate yourself, meat. Yes. We have gotten, I think 18. I count 18 dumplings so far. We're doing good. We got 20 minutes on the beans. -4. That's gold. I couldn't do minus. I could not. My tolerance for cold places is low. I am such a warm body. Snow on the ground. Today you're gonna have to water the garden, or in the morning. Wow. All that rain for now, eh? All dried up. Good while it lasted, I suppose. 5 o'clock. Nice. My aim is to have this all finished within the next 2 hours, which I think should be doable. There's definitely a very high cabbage ratio in this meat. Probably could have gone a bit more easy on that. Sorry for the scrapey sounds. Yeah, you gotta water it all. It is. That is the. It's like, you know, it's like having pets. You know, you gotta. That's what the. Except these pets you get to eat at the end. Sorry, that was a bit morbid. Gotta be grateful for all the lives. Oh no. See, like, Sendai does get cold as well, to be fair. It is up north, but it's kind of like, because it's in the city, it is a city. It's like, it just has city warmth because of all the, you know, the cars and the traffic and all the asphalt and the concrete. So if you go to the countryside, like, you know, drive out a couple of minutes out into the countryside, then it gets like proper cold. But in town, in the city, it's not as bad because there is definitely a city heat. Yeah, it rarely goes. I mean, it may like dip under 1 or 2 degrees, but it's never like constantly under 0 where we are, which is good. So we get the occasional snow, but the snow never settles because it's colder up in the air than the ground, because the ground is just too warm for the snow to actually stay and hold. So we have our first batch completed. Got about, I'm gonna say 22 or 3. We've managed in the first tray. So we're gonna wrap this up and pop them in the freezer. Just gonna scoot them up a bit so they're a bit more, got a bit more room. Hoping that they don't stick too much to each other. Say la vie if they do. Bringing mid-US warmer places and colder places. Yeah, the US is huge. Like, interim wash. Right. We are gonna go in with the cling film. I just realized this is not going to be long enough to wrap all the way around. So we're just going to hang on to that for the next batch. We need to do like a full all the way round kind of a situation because cling film does not stick to styrofoam. I have just discovered. So we need to go all the way around so it can stick to itself. Failing miserably already. Come on, let's go. Stick. Right. Just need to know enough coverage that we're not like completely drying out in the freezer, you know. So into the freezer. Speaking of the freezer, I need to empty my cubes. I can actually see my freezer now. Try and should have really done this before I started. Organize my freezer. Ooh. Right, we're good. Right, we are now going in with, I have just cleaned this. It's just where it lives. Right, take batch number 2. Let's fold it under itself. And one job. Why is cling film so temperamental? Okay, that will do. Whatever. We are just under halfway through. And we continue. Oh my god. I don't even understand like anything lower than like -5. Like my brain just doesn't comprehend. Like what do you, why on earth did anybody decide, you know what, let's set up civilization right here. Unfathomable. Right. Like the great thing about this flat is like it's cold outside. I mean, I say it's cold outside, not compared to you guys apparently, but it's like what, 3 degrees, probably a bit less now because it's the evening. And we have not had the heating on in the flat yet. It's just a very sunny flat and it's got good insulation in the windows and it's currently 19 degrees. Like it's warm enough for me to be in, you know, in a little less clothes than probably I should be. Why did I fold that so weirdly? And, you know, be comfortable. And that is the temperature I want to be when I'm inside a house. And the fact that I can do that when we haven't even turned on the heating yet is a blessing. The sweat freezes on your skin. Oh my god. See, like even when you're like skiing and stuff on like snowy mountains, I swear it's not that cold. Like the ground is cold, but like I've not had stuff freeze on me. Which it's not a vibe. I'd much rather holiday at a hot place than a cold place, for sure. It hurts to breathe. Why would you put yourself through that? I feel like the coldest I've ever been is like when we go skiing, which I haven't been in like years now, but when we were younger, my parents used to take us skiing and that was cold enough for me. I much prefer being at the hot springs rather than the ski field, for sure. That's what I should have done. I should have gone from one end, filled it up from the end so I can cover them up as I go. As cold as it sounds, it's colder in Russia. I know, right? When we went to Mongolia for the riding, the capital of Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar, is the coldest capital in the world. It gets colder than Russia. It gets colder than Moscow. So those be the temperatures in which like true survival kicks in. Yeah, that was a little fun fact. That was a very interesting to hear actually, because Moscow is actually in a relatively warmer place than Ulaanbaatar is. So the capital of Mongolia is the coldest capital city in the world. Colder than Russia. Fun fact. We went in the summer, obviously, which was very, very lovely. I think they actually run tours, riding tours in the winter as well. But I don't think I would partake. I value my warmth too much to partake in that kind of weather. I realize I'm going to sign up. I'm signing myself up for like an absolute hellishly long stream by doing this whole follower per stream situation, follower per dumpling situation next during stream week, because I decided for some godforsaken reason to add up all of my followers across platforms. So that's going to be not fun. I'm currently already on 245, so I'm already setting myself up for like at least 5 hours of dumpling folding. I hope husband maybe wants to help me, because maybe I need to like switch up the type of dumpling I do. If I do 445 gyoza, I'm literally gonna cry. But if I do like some shumai, some gyoza, I might survive. Yeah, maybe do some wontons and stuff as well. Do like a variety of dumplings just so my sanity is maintained. Do spring rolls count as a dumpling? Is a spring roll a dumpling? What is the definition of a dumpling? Yeah, well, I'll probably give them away to some friends, to be honest. There will be many, many dumplings made. Because like, I always make 50 in a batch. And that lasts us like 2 meals to maybe 3 meals, depending on what kind of other thing we add it to. So if we do, close to 5 times that, that's going to be many, many more. I will definitely be handing them out to neighbors. Follow you on YouTube too. 2 dumplings for me. Stop whistle. We're gonna be drowning in dumplings. So yeah, come watch me suffer. I've allocated myself like 8 hours that day to do dumplings. So hopefully that's enough. Gyoza is definitely like a slower dumpling for me. Like shumai, I can do less than I can do a shumai in under a minute, easy. So I can almost get 2 shumai out a minute. So I might do like all sorts of dumplings just for my sanity. Because like when I was younger, when I made dumplings with my family, we used to make like 200 at a time, like standard. Like that's the kind of minimum number we'd start with when we were doing dumplings. But then again, there was like 3, 4 of us wrapping at the same time, and obviously my mom and my grandma would like wrap dumplings at the speed of light, and I'm just like do 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 do, and I'd do like 10 dumplings in the time that they do like 30. So, you know, I keep chewing off more than I can. I keep on chewing off more than I can bite. Bite off more than I can chew. Oh my God, the words. And so I'm like, 200 seems fine. That's like what we used to do all the time. But like, I forget. It is just me, myself, and I am a slow rapper. I do not have the God-given skills that my Asian elders have. Ooh, xiaolongbao and ravioli. Is ravioli a dumpling? Ooh, that would be fun. Just need to like have like a concoction that of the filling just has to be like, I'm gonna have so much filling as well. Oh my God. Mandu. Yeah. To be fair, is the wrapper different? Like, do I need to like buy different types of wrappers, like technically speaking, or is it like more of the shape? God, we need a list of dumplings so I can break up the monotonous dumpling stream with like different forms of dumpling. I was saying before, is a spring roll a dumpling? Ravioli is definitely a dumpling. Maybe I can do tortellini so I don't have to do 2 sides. Ooh, lumpia, yeah. Some of my favorite types of rolled. To be fair, in Japan, they literally have like a home dish called rolled gyoza, which is literally like the same ingredients as gyoza, but they roll it up in a stick rather than like wrapping it for ease. Don't know how much quicker it is to roll a gyoza as opposed to wrap a gyoza, but I might do that as well. Anything to make it go a little bit faster. What is the definition of a dumpling? A skin? Could you fry these, or would it pop open? You could fry them, yeah, absolutely. A lot of places would deep fry gyoza. It's dry enough on the outside that, provided that I've actually closed them up properly and all the edges are closed, they would fry perfectly fine. But I prefer to pan fry them or steam them. You can also like pop them in soup as well, just like the whole thing, just in like a broth or a noodle soup situation, so it kind of floats around like a little wonton, like a thick wonton. But no, they won't pop open. Can definitely do fried gyoza. So we know our track record with me and deep frying. I will not be doing that anytime soon. My battle with fry oil does not need to occur again. I will leave deep frying to the restaurants. Hello, husband.
I just thought I need my stuff. Wow, you're doing a weird angle.
Yes, I am. Would you like to say hi? In a minute.
I'm trying to find my
Notebook. I don't know. If you go to an Asian supermarket, they might have some. They might have some in the freezer section, perhaps. But it's definitely a fridge item. But if you're stuck for wrappers, you can always buy like wonton wrappers. They are more likely to probably have wonton wrappers over gyoza wrappers. We're streaming direct because Streamlabs is being an absolute bitch today. It was going so well, and then it was not going well at all. But yeah, we have some few new faces. So we are here wrapping. Ooh. The beans are done cooking. My appliance is singing to me. How was your day, Husbando?
Productive.
Productive. We like that.
How many are you making?
50 today.
50 today. And then you're gonna do the stick one another time.
Yeah. Samosas, pierogi. Oh, yeah. Actually, that sounds fabulous. I would love to do. I'd love to do all of them. Empanadas, yeah, empanadas are dumplings. Is a Cornish pasty a dumpling? Are pasties dumplings? Are they too big? Is dumpling a size thing? I feel like for the purpose of the stream, I need to have dumplings that are wrappable, because to be fair, I only said I'd make a dumpling. I feel like gnocchi would be cheating. Gnocchi is like, huh? Oh, man's entering the kitchen. Needs running off. What time will you be tonight? What time are you thinking?
Well, we finish at 7.
You finish at 7. Okay. You're gonna be cold if you don't wear a coat.
I know.
Okay. Man's in a rush. Man's on a mission. So we have. Well, we're down to the last handful. We're 7 left to go. Time flies. Cornish pasty, by definition, a sealed pocket of dough with a filling. Is that a dumpling? And what is a dumpling? What is the definition of a dumpling? Not that I'd want to make multiples of dumpling, but didn't seem to take long. No. Yeah, time flies when you're chit-chatting away. Did pretty good on the filling to dumpling ratio as well. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of filling left, I think, from the looks of it. But I'd rather have filling left than really. Well, this stream, because we restarted after the first crash out, so I don't know how long the first one was. But yes. Good to know that I can get through 50 in an hour at least. That's a good benchmark. Let's run off. Where are you meeting him? Same place. No, he's not listening. Merriam-Webster dictionary says dumpling, casing, dough enclosed, typically savory filling, cooked usually by boiling, steaming, or pan frying. Oh, okay. So nothing to actually say with size. So Cornish pasty is a dumpling, except baked. Does it fall out of the definition of dumpling because it's baked? But it only typically cooked usually by, so it doesn't have to be. It is not part of the definition to have to be cooked a certain way. It's just usually just trying to like see if I can smush these guys across so I can fit a couple more in there. Because I have 4 more and I want to make it fit in this place. It was about 30 minutes before. But 30 minutes, yeah, I wasn't doing the actual wrapping the whole time. I think I will pre-make the filling before the stream for dumpling day, because the stream would get way too long because I take a little bit slower if I stream stuff while doing stuff. You could fry a Cornish pasty or steam it. I think it wouldn't work because it's a puff pastry. Not a puff pastry, a short crust pastry. I don't think it would be very yummy if it was steamed. I mean, you could. Doesn't mean you should. Scoot those guys up. Got a couple of holy boys, but just shove some water down there, seal it up. Calzone. Ooh, look at us go. We are in uncharted territories now. I mean, it could always just be inspired by and like put them all in the same wrapper, but like the filling could be different. It'd be like calzone gyoza, you know, put like cheese and pepperoni and tomato sauce in a filling. Is that sacrilegious? This is how I get cancelled. So many possibilities. Just gonna scoot everybody to the edges so we can make some room down the middle, because that's gonna fit my remaining dudes perfectly. Last one, yay! We did it. We made it. I am still sane and alive. And voila, we have our 50th gyoza going in. And there's only that much meat left, so that's pretty good going to me. Husband left the tap on cold, and I was very, very cold. It is, however, the time of year where the tap runs really cold because the outside temperature is so cold. Pizza rolls or dumplings. Wow. But then it's like a burrito or like a wrap. A dumpling. Who is the authoritative figure on dumpling? Right. Again, we're not going to bother too much with like good sealage. We're just going to get these in the freezer. They aren't sealed. I see. The sealing is the important factor. I'm going to pull these guys out. God, there's so many things in here. Got like a little like quick freeze drawer. Pulling these guys out because this is the cubes from the other day. I need to get them out of the cubes because I need these cubes for the chili that I'm about to make. that's going in there. Let me scoot this to the back. I want a quick wipe down. I've gained so much space doing stuff on this side. Give that a little. Yep, I'm gonna need all the entertainment I can get. Spray down and dry the surface. And then make pasta dough, pizza dough be better eating too. Yes, that is something I will have to consider. But we'll see. We'll see how. What about the chili? Yes, so I'm gonna pop these guys out. I should have spare bags somewhere. Except all of my bags have decided to disappear on me. Where are all my bags? I basically just reuse the freezer bags because they only contain frozen things. So, okay, apparently I don't have freezer bags, so I'm gonna have to get new ones out. Unfortunately, I hoped that they would be. Oh, brace my poor fingers. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold. I'm pretty sure only like 2 cubes fit in one bag, because I don't know where all my big bags have gone. This is our Thai curry from the other day. Oh, it's so cold. I'm gonna have to use all that before you move. Use all of my freezer bits, or all the gyozas. Which do you mean? All of this, I think my husband's gonna eat in the next 2 weeks, because I've basically got 4 meals here, 4 meals in here. My hands are too cold to deal. My hands are too weak to deal with this. The dumplings I make, I mean, like 50 dumplings is like 2 meals for us, because we eat about half each time. So even if I ended up doing 300, that's 12 meals, which, okay, I'm just going to leave this out for a sec. It's just too cold. My hands cannot. So we'll definitely finish it off, because we're here till the end of March. So that's a good 3 months to get through things. And if, it gets too much, we can just have friends over and we can get through them a bit faster. Exactly. And we eat lunch here as well. I cook at home. I cook lunch. His husband comes home for lunch. So we have quite a lot of meals. We can eat them during. Yeah. Perks of living 2 minutes away from work is that you get to go home for lunch. So usually lunches are always, oh yeah, like especially gyozas and dumplings, they're so versatile. You can have them with rice, you can chuck them with noodles, have them on their own in a soup. I'm just gonna let this hang out because it's just too cold for my hands. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this little dude. I might just put it in the microwave and just have a little meat patty taste test, you know? Let's do that. Gonna just be really jank. I could pull out a pan, but why pull out a pan when you can literally just give a little toss into the microwave. Little patty. Hello, Matt. Welcome. Got a new angle today. I've just finished wrapping all my dumplings, so you've missed that, unfortunately. I'll pull them out in a bit after they've solidified. I've got like a tiny, that's pretty good going across 50 dumplings. I only had a little bit of the meat filling left, so I'm just going to flatten it into a little patty and then shove it in the microwave so I can taste what the inside's going to taste like. Because really I should have done this before I started, but here we are. We are not in the business of super precise cooking shenanigans. I don't know why I dirtied an extra utensil just to get out the tiniest amount of meat. So we have a little patty, makeshift patty. That's just going to go in the microwave. Where's the lid? Here. And then just going to cook that in there for a minute or two. This is just hanging out. You know, I'm going to hang it out behind. It's so cold. My hands are so weak. Right. These bad boys are going to hang out behind me. Let me just quickly tidy this up. Right. Here. Pot is coming out for the chili. I just remembered I don't have the pot. The pot is currently over here in my fridge. Another thing to wash up. This is yesterday's little pot-off stew soup situation, so that's gonna have to go get transferred into the little pot, and then I have to clean out this pot. So this is yesterday's stream where I made the little pot-off situation. I am going to do it over here because I do not want to spill this over the table, because that is not it's not sealed all around. Just gonna grab this out into this pot. Should have thought of this earlier today. I could have done this earlier. I'm gonna have to do a little quick wash up sesh. So that's gonna go back in the fridge because this is tomorrow's lunch. Oop. I was wondering what the smell was. It smells delicious. How are we doing in here? Another minute. Sorry. Right. We are now going to make a second attempt at pouring this out. I literally said I was going to wait, but if I'm going to do a washing up sesh, I might as well wash up the cubes while I'm at it. So, okay, we have success. Going, basically, I'm emptying out the cubes so I can use them for the chili. So I'm going to put them into bags. They should fit to a bag. All of my big bags have gone somewhere. I've clearly used them up. I usually I reuse the bags, and so I just keep them in the freezer because, you know, it doesn't dirty the bags because they're all frozen, really. And you know, a drop of curry on a stew is not going to kill it. So I need to do I need to reorganize this place again. And to be fair, here's a bag that can be swapped. There's only 2 cubes in there. So these bags fit 2 cubes, but the orange ones fit 2 cubes. What's beeping? The microwave is beeping. Oh, Whizzle, you've changed colours. This is cold, so cold. Oh my god. My hands, my poor hands. This wine juice from, I can't remember when we did wine juice. Oh yeah, that is me. Like, I don't even bother washing the ones that I use for the freezer because any. Oh yeah, here we go. I could have. You know what, let's swap these out then. This is the one we just put away. This is a different ragu, so I'm gonna just swap them. So then I now have 2 big bags that I can do these guys in. It's like food Lego. Oh, my fingers. Here. So now everything of the same thing is in the same bag, rather than being in multiple bags. My poor hands. Right, take 2. Oh shush! It's my microwave situation. Right, we have. These actually fit so many. So I have the skinny ones, which is the single portion ones, and I've got big square ones as well. And these fit 4 big square ones. The plus more. So these are 5. I'm gonna have to run my hands under warm water or something. I'm gonna get like frostbite off. I don't know, what was this one? This is ragu. It's like, can you imagine going to like the doctors or like a clinic and be like, what have you done to yourself today? It's like, I've got frostbite. Oh, what from? Some beef ragu. Yeah, I used to label them with a bit of tape stuck on the thing, but I just kind of look at it and be like, yeah, this is probably that. mystery Lego mystery blocks of stew. You can usually tell. Oh, my fingers. So cold. Yeah. I definitely used to label them, but then I kind of just gave up on it because it was not something I needed to do, and it saved me time. You know what? My fingers are probably hurting because my hands are wet, and therefore the wet and then touching ice is just never a good idea. La, la, la. Yeah, that's one good thing about this freezer, because it's a pull-out drawer. You always see everything that's in the freezer at any given time, so it's quite good for like freezer management. It keeps things very organized for sure. Voila, nice cubes. Or out, I am going to have to turn around and do a bit of washing up for a second, which I suppose this is the downfall of this angle. If I need to turn around and do stuff on the other side, it's going to be not as helpful. Right, spare my hands from the cold for a bit. Big box with the door in front. The chest freezer is a bigger box with the door on top. Nice. Yeah, no, this is really nice because it's like a big pull out, and it's got like a top layer which is like shallow, and then it's got the deep bit. But when you open it, like, you see everything. Okay, I'm gonna wash up for a bit, so I apologize. I'm gonna take the tablet with me so I can see what you guys are saying, but I will just be facing the back, so bear with. Oh, I don't have anything heavy to hold this down. Okay. Ah, good to know. Chest freezers fit bodies. Oh, I don't know why I just wear my hands. I need to put gloves on. Cry. Just in case, you know, if ever in need, not, you know, asking for a friend, what is the best way to preserve a large amount of meat, approximately 80 kilos of meat. Deep freeze. Okay. People are asking how much, you know, beef they can fit in the freezer. No, 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 no. How much human can you get in? Oh, I like fully get hidden in the side if I'm by the sink at this angle. But yeah, that's my sponge. So yeah, bear with while I very, very quickly do this, because I can't really start the next bit unless I've got this all cleaned up, so I'm going fast. Also, my hands need the warm. The warm water is lovely. Oh my god. Absolute mess. I'm kind of doing a concoction chili. It's going to be very sacrilegious. It's going to be mixed meat chili. Isn't it sacrilegious in the Bible to mix meats, or is it just me? Have I got my religions wrong? Santa Clara died to keep a storage unit with a freezer for that. Ah! It's a classic murder mystery serial killer plot. What was I saying? Like, my fingers are kind of burning because my fingers are so cold and the water is warm. That's not good. See, I love that. My life goals is to have, you know, whole cow and whole everything in my deep freeze. Cheese, I'm on the show. Delicious. See, exactly. A deep freezer is to store your food, right? Yeah, if you can fit a whole cow, you can definitely fit a few humans in there. To this day, some of the best meat I've ever had was venison that my homestay dad hunted and butchered himself. Now that I think about it, that the way I said that, the best it was very misleading. I did not eat human. There was this really lovely venison that my host dad hunted, and to this day I think is some of the best meat I've ever had. Just gonna time are we? 10 to 6. I'm gonna try wrap up the stream before 7 because I think husband is bringing up someone. Honestly, like that's what I realized when I was just saying is like this is so gonna sound like the best meat I've had is human, but no, that's not what I meant. I just came to mind and did not think how that would show up. But you know, given the chance to have, I don't know, to have human meat ethically, would you do it? Just to satisfy the morbid curiosity. Would you dare to eat a bit of human meat? Because like, don't like pregnant people like sometimes eat the placenta? Oh no, I'm getting excited, am I? Excited about talking about cannibalism, apparently. But yeah, like I read the other day that you can request to keep your like when you give birth to your baby, you can request to keep your placenta because you obviously like birth your placenta along with the baby, and usually they just chuck it out, but you can ask to keep it, and because it's super fresh, like you can eat your placenta. And I was like, wow, that's like the most like interesting thing I've ever heard. Like, so that's like in a way it's a World's End vibes. Yeah, I know, right? You could ethically, like, you know, morally, I suppose, eat human meat because, you know, it's your own placenta. You could, you know, people apparently like put it in a smoothie because it's like really good for you. So yeah, it got me thinking, would you try to say you've tried it, you know? I doubt placenta is a particularly yummy body part because it's not, you know, like it's more of an organ. You wouldn't eat. I suppose it's a bit different because like I'm talking as a woman, so it's like I would be eating my own placenta if I were to eat a placenta. You wouldn't eat a stranger's placenta, I suppose. But yeah, no, just came across it and I was like, wow. Would you or would you not? If it's there, you know, if it's gonna get chucked anyway, I think I would. I think I would, if I had the chance, I think I would eat my own placenta, just to say I have, or I could. It's like the most ultimate, like, cyclical food chain. If I ever did see you like birth your own placenta and instead of chucking it, you just eat it again. There are too many ramifications. What's like a guy getting the snip and eating that. That is true. That is kind of true. I feel like the difference is that the placenta is coming out anyway, you know, like it's not a deliberate, you can't not birth the placenta. Right. It's kind of like a spare organ, isn't it? Because it's finished doing its job. Right, we are washed up, so we can now continue the chili quest. Oh, actually, let's have a little snack break before carrying on. Let's try this meat filling. A little bit warm. That's okay. I don't know how heat-proof this. Let's bring back. But would you eat it other way around, like that? I think I would. I wouldn't eat a stranger's circumcised penis, but I would potentially try husband's one. Like, but what if someone really liked it and started having kids just to eat it and giving up the kids for adoption or worse? Oh my god! I think you've that's a plot for a Black Widow, Black. What's that show again? Black Mirror episode. Right. It's just a little meat patty. Probably overcooked it a touch, but you know, we're just here for the flavor. Run, Hubby, run. Yum. I think I nailed the seasoning on that, actually. Husband's oblivious. We're just out here talking about eating his... The thing is, though, like, there isn't much to eat. More Stephen King than Black Mirror, yeah, I suppose. Black Mirror is more like technology based, isn't it? But like, if you cut off your foreskin, there's really not much going there, you know? There's not much to try. But like a placenta is like a whole organ. There's like a bit more to munch on. I'm really looking forward to those dumplings now. This is delicious. If he watches this back, he's going to want every different. Now, I am not a medical professional. I would not dare. I prefer my husband alive than bled out. First and foremost. So, we have pot. We have our beans. How cooked are we? Oh yeah, absolutely. I've definitely done it. Let's see how beany we are. So this is rice cooker beans. I don't expect this to be fully cooked through, but obviously this is getting more of a cook. Actually, it is heated through to the center for sure. I would say it's not like soft. It's not softened, but That's perfect. A good doneness. I have dry skin problem. I could easily harvest stuff and sell it. Find your niche, Phoenix. Find your niche. There's people out there. Oh no, yeah. Slicey fingers is not fun. Right. What do I actually need? I need some onion, at least. At the very least, I'm going to put some onions in this chili. But then I think everything else is going to be as is. Yes, it's going to be sacrilegious chili, mixing beef and pork together because I've got both of those and they need to be eaten. There are people out there who don't want to meet them or meet them. I see what you did there. Onion. Let's get the away. Let's dry off the bowl. Right, I'm just gonna chop up some onion and then I'm gonna slice up the meat because they're currently like thin kind of slivers, and then I will get that all a fry out. Right, let's fry up onion. This is very much a chili adjacent. Again, definition of chili is vague in my mind. If it's got beans and it's got meat and it's spiced, I call it a chili. So don't come at me if I've actually got it wrong. Right, onion peeled. I think I've heard somewhere, maybe it's the Judaism thing, but I remember somewhere you can't mix different meats into the same dish. I swear it's a Bible thing. I don't know. I am not a studier of the Bible. I'm just pulling up random knowledge pieces that I thought I had. Yeah, because like I think I heard that it's like a sin to mix meats in the same dish. Maybe. I don't know. You guys have the ability to Google currently, unlike I'll fact check myself later. Or maybe I'm getting it wrong, I'm mixing it up. Is it like you can't have mixed like garment? You can't like say like you can't mix linen and silk and stuff. You can't mix something. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what it was that you can't mix. Yeah, well, there we go. Thinking of something else then. Right, we have onions chopped. Let's get you in the pot. I need to get one, maybe like if I'm feeling adventurous, I could get like a little, like a single hob, like a plug-in one for this side, so I can cook on this side. Rather than, no, I'm gonna give it a quick Google. I can spend a quick second. Mixing meats sacrilegious? What kind of a Google is this? Sacrilegious. Who knows? Maybe I'm just remembering the things wrong. Who knows? Yeah, maybe that. Right, so we have our onions. Oh, why do we have a wet hob? We are going to get that on. I'm just gonna give this a little glug of oil. Oh, I have no garlic. Hold up. Let's not forget the garlic. This is one amazing thing about Japanese fridges. They always have that bottom drawer, which is a vegetable drawer. So it's less cold than like the main fridge compartment, but it's like still colder. So it's like, I think it's on like set at like 8 to 10 degrees, the vegetable drawer. So it keeps, so it doesn't like freeze over your vegetables. I don't really put vegetables in there because I forget stuff if it's in there. I don't go into that drawer enough. But that's where I keep all my drinks because drinks fill up so much space in your main fridge. It's ridiculous. So I keep my drinks down there. And it's still perfectly cold. Also, like, I've got a broken nail and it's very sad. I need to like fix that. Convenient for garlic peeling though. And actually get into the garlic. Right. It's relatively normal size cloves today. I say that, the rest of this packet is like massive. I picked a smaller one. Nice. Right. Back in the fridge. So we are gonna go in just a little slicey slice on the garlic. A bit manky on the sides. I'm just gonna cut that bit off. Oh, you're like very manky. Why you got scarves? You're good now. So yeah, I don't know why I'm using a chopping board this way. That is sacrilegious, if anything. So just gonna go in with slices. I'm not gonna really bother chopping it up any finer because it's a chili. It can all just hang out together and melt. Just realized this bench is ever so slightly too low for my liking. It is. No, so I've got, so the top two, this big opening bit is fridge. This is a quick freezer drawer. The other side is an ice drawer. This is the freezer. And this is the vegetable drawer at the very bottom. Yeah. The ice drawer doesn't really get used at the moment because we're not putting any ice in drinks. At the moment, the only time I use ice is like if I'm boiling eggs and I need to like cool them fast for peeling. So you have a little like water tank on the inside. So it's not like a plumbed fridge where it's like unlimited water coming out the fridge, but it's got a little like container on the inside where you fill up. Yeah, so it's enough freezer space, but it's not like huge. I said I was gonna only slice this, but I'm here now. I'm gonna chop it up. So majority of this fridge is fridge, and it's got one big drawer plus one tiny drawer of freezer. So I do have to keep on top of it in order to have space in there. I mean, it's perfectly fine. Like, I used to not have a freezer at all. I used to only have like a tiny freezer. So yeah, like my bottom drawer, my vegetable freezer has my bottles of wine and stuff, because it's better to keep wine a little bit chilled. And if I put wine in the top fridge, it just fills up so fast. Like, because I've removed one of the shelves in the fridge, so I could have like a taller shelf. So I've got a spare shelf sitting on top of the fridge. So I've deliberately reduced the amount of fridge space that I could possibly have. But then if I have all the shelves in, I can't fit like the pots in. And I often just shove the pot in if it's got like stuff still in it, and I can just cook it directly in the pot. So I did that to myself. Right, we have good choppage on the garlic, so we are going into the pot. In we go. Oh no, I cannot reach. Right, so we can start mixing on this side. They can just hang out while I deal with our meats. We have our pork and we have our beef. Again, these are all like meant to be for like stir fries and stuff. So milk, Kewpie, and other. I love how you count Kewpie and the mayos as liquid. I love that for you. I suppose it's a liquid by definition of an airport. So, oh, see, like, this meat is ever so slightly frozen. And please don't worry about the color of it. It has been marinating in a sauce. I am ignoring the marinade and just chucking it in anyway because it's gonna be fine. So what I'm gonna do is basically run my knife through to chunk it up a bit, so it's not like massive pieces of meat floating about. Oh, I just chipped my nail. Oh no. Let's rescue that out of there. Woes of having nails. Potential accidental nail chippings. So to be fair, slightly frozen actually works well for this chunking up exercise because it just slices a bit nicer than becoming stringy. Yeah, Gotta add a bit of you know, extra keratin, biotin, bit of protein, bit of calcium, all that jazz. All right. See, all that talk of foreskins and placentas got me curious, you know. Start easy. Go with a bit of fingertip. I swear I'm not a cannibal, I promise. I hear the onions cooking. Gonna have to deal quick back and forth. Starting to get a bit fragrant. Turn you down a sec. So this is pork that's been marinating in a yakiniku sauce, which is like a Japanese barbecue sauce, which is basically like a sweet soy garlic sauce, a touch of chili. This is, I don't know if you've ever been to like a Japanese barbecue, but this is the kind of sweet dipping sauce that they usually serve with, good thing I just cleaned that they serve with the meat. So usually it's used as a dipping sauce, but I quite like using it as a marinade as well for the meat. Goes really well. Just makes any meat taste delicious. So we have pork. Really, if I was being like technical food safety, I would have done beef first, but it's all gonna get mixed into a chili anyway, so forgive. Right, opening our beef. Moving my table. Very much maintaining clean hand, dirty hand. So at least I am doing that. So yes, I do try buy domestic beef where I can. So in the case of Japan, it's technically always Wagyu, because Wagyu just means Japanese beef. So it's kind of hard to find ones that are like have a good amount of red meat. So I'm always on the hunt for just find the reddest packet I can get, because they're always so fatty. Because, like, you know, Wagyu, the super marbled stuff is good for when you want marbling, but yes, that is Japanese barbecue in a nutshell. Yeah, traditional places will have it with coal, with like a metal grate over it. Yeah, and some of my favorite foods that Japan has created. When I was younger, I'd like every birthday or like any occasion in which I could pick the meal, I would always pick Japanese barbecue. Ooh. Yakiniku, it's called. It literally just means grilled meat. But yeah, you have the raw meats brought to you, and you can cook it yourself. It's great if you enjoy going to a restaurant and praying to cook. I mean, yes, I know, but I think there is a joy to being able to eat at your own pace and cooking things to your own doneness. Because like if you were to have that meal cooked for you, it wouldn't be as good because the time loss there is getting from a kitchen to the table is enough to make it not be as good as if you were to have cooked it yourself, because you can go directly from having it right in front of you being done, because the meat is so thin and lovely and good. I'm not against hot pots and Japanese and Korean barbecues, because it is better when you cook it yourself, because you cannot beat that 0 second from being done into your mouth. So I get it if you're having a steak, because it's a longer cook and it's a thicker meat, so it doesn't deteriorate while it goes from kitchen to table. But barbecue, it's best off the grill. Right, our meat is chopped up. Right, we are probably now fully hob-side. Do you guys want to swap angles to your usual spot, or are you guys fine on that side? Don't get me wrong, I just love them, but a trained chef, someone who doesn't really know how to cook, would just end up sick. Yeah, well, that's on them. Yeah, let me know, guys. Would you like to swap angles? Because I am gonna have to sit over the hob and cook on this side, because turn it off. So yeah, let me know which side you want to be on, because I can pop you guys over to the usual angle, because I'm going to be facing back that way the whole time now. Right, we have good brownish on our onions, in with our meat. A decent amount of browning. I mean, it is more safe for the phone, but it doesn't differ that much, considering we've managed the whole year with cam. Let me just get you off my... Oh, let's go. I just realised you're upside down for usual, so I don't know if it's gonna... What? How are we? Oh, we're like top down today. We're very top down today. I don't know if I can get it any higher, to be fair, because I've kind of messed up the angle of the tripod itself. Probably as good as we're gonna get, to be fair. You can see the behind the scenes of my little bench setup. This is my little like safety barrier. It looks so much messier when I'm on this side now. Oh well. Such is life. This avocado oil, yeah, it's from Costco, so probably why. Japan is not big on the avocado oil yet. Welcome, by the way. It held a full stream, yep. Yeah, so Japan is not big on the avocado oil yet, and I just like cooking with avocado oil, so Costco is the only place I can get a large enough quantity that is, you know, reasonable. So that's what I use. We're going in with Cajun seasoning. Out here mixing all the flavors because this is technically chili, so needs some chili spice. That in there. This kitchen looks so. See, the other view made it look like I had like a really nice little setup. This way is just like the tiniest kitchen in the world. So we've just got our beef and pork and spices and onion and garlic in here now. I am going to strain our bean water. Exactly. We have our tiny little Japan apartment kitchen. I shan't complain because it has done me good. It is a tiny kitchen. Like, you forget. The front angle made it look much nicer than it actually is. Right. Beans going in. Well, the actual apartment itself is quite a nice size. It's probably like, I'm gonna guesstimate it at like a 45 square meters kind of a situation. And because it's a studio apartment, it feels bigger than if it was like an actual one bed. 2 hours. We're doing good. We're doing good. We've got half an hour hopefully before husband gets back with his guest. So I need to try and finish up and clean up by then. Opening our tin of tomatoes. I can't. Why am I so weak? I need one of those like can opening helper thingies. I got it. It's just not bending in the middle, which is why it's hard. There we go. My fingers, my poor fingers. We're in enough. I say that. Come on. Cooperate, please. They coming for dinner? No, they are not. I think he's coming up to say hi, I think. So I'll just have to have the place somewhat presentable. We're going out for dinner tonight, because I want to go out for dinner tonight. That's the long and the short of it. So husband has a cute little like language exchange buddy situation going on with his personal trainer. So he chats to Michael to learn more English, and he chats to him all this cooking and eating. Yeah, such is my life. Well, all of this cooking is for husband's freezer meals for when I'm away, so he will have probably cleared through almost all of it by the time I come back. But yeah, the place we're going is our usual pasta guy, our usual, and he serves really good food for really cheap, really. So we don't complain. We try to go every week, really, to this guy, whether it's for lunch or for dinner, because we like to know that he's appreciated. Like, even in Japan, like, how much is it roughly to get? So it's like $10-12 Australian dollars for like a full meal, and it's like 8 or 9 if you go for lunchtime. Like, he serves lunch pastas for 900 yen, which is like £4.50, or roughly maybe just less. So it's really good stuff, and he changes the menu every day. Like, he has a new pasta every single day, and in the evenings he cooks pizzas as well, and he does like a proper, from scratch based pizza kind of a thing. So, it's like, it's not even expensive, and I'd rather, go once a week to like, it gives me a break. Not that I'm having a break right now. I'm cooking 2 meals in one stream. That's good. It's just gonna hang out probably till the end of I'll probably stream for another 20 minutes, so that I can just hang out while I do some more tidy up, because the tidy up is never ending. So you're just gonna hang out in there, and oh my god, this is probably gonna make, I'm gonna guess, like 6 meals, so that can be frozen into the cubes as well once it's done. Carnage. Oh no. And so I can just clean this up. Get a water break. Right, let's try fix this camera angle. As much as we love seeing the pot, let's give it more of an angular this way. The pot is doing exactly what it's doing. Come join me in the sink. I can see my tablet. That's how I hang it off the side. Right, let's do More washing up, never ending washing up. Oh, actually, it's getting a bit chilly. I'm gonna pop a jumper on. It's finally started to hit. Like when it's like 19, 20 degrees, I'm like happy in my little sleeveless. But as soon as it hits that 18-degree mark, it does get a bit chilly. So we are saying goodbye to the midriff. We're cozying up. I say that, I'm about to do washing up, so I don't know why I just put on a jumper. Alright, roll the sleeves up. Let's get washing. I'm just checking out my nail that I broke just then. All my nails are breaking. Maybe I do need to get them done. Decisions, right. Once this is washed up, that should be presentable enough for people coming. So I shall do that. Oh, sorry, my tablet's covering my face. I apologize. Well, it's because my phone's upside down to usual. I think I brought it straight over from how it was in the front setup. And I couldn't be bothered turning it around the other way. Gotta wash the tins out. The recycling people will be angry otherwise. But yeah. And also because I will be away for 2 weeks, that means I can't have this guy's food for 2 weeks. And at this point, I've got an addiction to this guy's food. So such is the life. I'm gonna make sure I get a fix before I go. Did husband just text me? No, that was from ages ago. I'm bubbling a bit too hard. So yes, we are out here. Zooming away. I hope everybody's had a lovely day. I need brainstorming ideas for what I'm gonna make husband cook during stream week. One of the days I've bullied him into doing a husband cooks stream. So I need ideas of what I need to set him off with. And like, do we do like a husband just has to do it all on his own, or do I do like a or do we do like a, you know, like a, do I make it like a game where I like don't tell him anything, I just chuck ingredients at him and be like, guess what we're making? He has to just figure it out. I need a good format, you know, because mushroom Wellington, wow, that is high key. We don't even have an oven. We have a grill. Lasagna, oh, that's a good one. Because husband does not cook. He can cook, it just takes him like 10 hours to do one thing. It is our tradition that he cooks for me on Valentine's Day. So he cooks all the meals on Valentine's Day. And I swear he's in the kitchen for so long and like crash bang. It's like stereotypical husband in the kitchen sounds. Can he fry an egg? He doesn't eat eggs, so I don't think so. I eat eggs, but he will not cook eggs for himself. So he can make toast for sure. He can boil pasta. What has he made over the years for me? Last year, he made me an omuraisu. So he did a ketchup-y, tomato-y fried rice and attempted an omelette, which I thought was very bold of him last year. The year before that, he did like a Tuscan chicken situation. And I'm pretty sure he was very proud of his bacon-wrapped asparagus situation. That was quite nice. Another year before that, he did a chorizo ciabatta situation. The hardest omelet to make. Oh no, he did not make it properly where he wraps the rice in the egg. It was rice and then the omelet on top, kind of a omelet. Man is not that skilled. There were crying noises from the kitchen for sure. Even so. He did draw me a heart with the ketchup though, so you know I forgave him. It's all that matters. As long as there's a good drawing on top of the omelette, all is forgiven. That's how it works, right? Oh, hello! Welcome! British Raiders from Chiba? What is this? Hello! Welcome! Hi DX! Welcome back, long time no see. Lord Cube, welcome! Well, your unfortunate timing means that I'm basically finished with this stream. He could just reheat Konbini and place it. Oh, can you imagine? That would be the ultimate cheat move. Let me just scoot this back down so you can see our chili. Sam is a Brummie. Wow. Welcome. I'm a Bristolian. Well, kind of ish. Adopted Bristolian. We have got chili bubbling away. It will bubble away for the next 10 minutes or so. Not even. It's basically cooked, so it doesn't really need much time. You have missed out on the gyoza wrapping, unfortunately. This is the gyoza from earlier. Ta-da! Went for fun little Thai flavors in here. Tastes delicious, can confirm. That's just in the freezer at the moment. And yeah, the chili has just been made, so we're just waiting for it to finish bubbling. And we are popping it into cubes. This is all meal prep for husband because I'm going to be away for 2 weeks and gotta make sure the man survives, not on konbini food like Zerudo suggests. Because he would genuinely just survive on konbini food. Ooh, garlic. I don't know why I was fiddling with the this little like bitty thing on my garlic butter scallops with linguine and a vegetable. That sounds. But the thing is, do I want him to ruin a perfectly good scallop? Like, I don't think I could forgive that. Maybe prawns. I feel like prawns can like forgive being overcooked a bit. Not so much scallops, but we'll see. All great ideas. Croquettes. Oh, even I wouldn't do croquettes. I hate deep frying with a passion. I deep fried on here once and never again. The trauma is real. But yeah, I want something that's gonna take like to be fair, anything I ask him to do is gonna take him ages because he's not a chef man. But yeah, croquettes does sound good. Maybe like What else is there? That's a cop out though. This is a momentous stream week, celebrating my year on Twitch. I gotta make him do something a bit nice and fancy. Maybe you can do something very Japanese, but like requires a few steps, you know. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna let this bubble for 5 more minutes, and then I shall pop them into the cubes. Okonomiyaki's a good idea, to be fair. It's got like enough cooking steps, but also like, yeah, that could be good. And we can do like different variations. So we can do like Japanese okonomiyaki, but we can also do Korean, what are they called? They call it chijimi in Japanese, but I'm pretty sure that's not the universal word for it. What are the Korean pancakes called? The proper names. Escaped my brain. In Japanese, it's chijimi, but I'm pretty sure that's not the Korean name for it. Kaejong, that's the one. We can do like 2 different kinds. Do a savory pancake showdown by Husband. It could be good. Oh, ideas. I shall run it past him, see what he thinks. Taiyaki. How would we do taiyaki? We'll have to buy equipment for that. Gotta get like fish molds for it, and I don't think you can get ones that would be ehomaki. To be fair, big roll sushi, big sushi roll energy. That could be good. I think like, but unagi, like, we're not the biggest fan of. I feel like unagi is just best had at a restaurant, because the stuff that they sell here is just not that. Like, well, the stuff you can buy in supermarket isn't going to be anywhere near as good as what you can get in a restaurant. I'm enjoying the savory pancake showdown, or like a sushi rolling situation. I am enjoying both of those ideas. Decisions. I have a whole 2-week off to idea. Go ahead. What have we got? I'm just gonna pop a squat because my legs. I've been at the gym today, and my God, I have been worked hard. My shins are killing me. What did I do to myself? Oh, I know exactly why my shins hurt, actually. It's because I've been walking on I do this exercise where, like, you know, there's like round, you know, yoga pole things. And I've been like walking on those. So you have to like a little like circus act, like walk forwards and walk backwards on them. And like kills my shins. But yeah, this is your 5-ish minutes warning. Dual cooking streams, spin on the American dish and waffles, make tempura chicken while he makes a ooh! Now that is a cool idea. Can you imagine fitting 2 people actually cooking in this kitchen though? I think I would go insane. But that is a cool idea. Tempura chicken, okonomiyaki. Ooh. It is special. Special for the special stream for the special waifu. Personally, someone will be stabbed. I know, right? Like, we demonstrated this earlier. This kitchen is one wingspan-ish. This is a 6-foot kitchen, all in. Definitely will get stabbed unless we pull out the bench and we do the front angle, and we've got a little bit of extra space. But yeah, I'm very annoyed I didn't think of the bench sooner, because I feel like that would have been very nice to start with. But we are bubbling away in this chili, and we are going to divvy it up. Yeah, that would be good. We can definitely do that. That means we can have a little bit of a busier one at the counter, one at the hob. Yeah. For sure. Let's give this a little stir. Nice and thick. Oh, all done. So a very quick chili. And then we are going to portion this up. I reckon this is about 6 portions worth of meats, but we shall see. We are gonna fill up one container first. Yes, meat block has saved many a dinners. I actually love these so much. They are truly great inventions. It's great because we eat lunch at home as well, so it means that I'm not like cooking 24/7. Or else I would be if I didn't have. Glad I have the freezer space to accommodate them. Well, you know what? It might actually be just for protein heavy meal today. This one. Maybe it might be 5. Who knows? Oh, this is heavy. Where is the lids? Where are the lids, I should say. God. Been away from the motherland for too long. Chanko, ooh, that would be nice. Love me a good hot pot. I need to like invest in one of those like little countertop hot gas rings, if you know what I mean, because that would be perfect for having hot pots in the middle of the table. You know what? I think I'm going to fit this into 4. I think I'd rather have just the 4 than like try to squeeze another one out of it. Is it okay if I bring a guest up? Yeah. Hold up. Let me just put away the washing line. Mim, we've been plotting. We've been plotting what your Husbando cooks stream is going to be. Just putting away the just put it there. Doing the classic, just shove everything under stuff. Shebang. I'm kind of still streaming, but once I pack this away, I will be done with the stream, and then you can bring him up if that's okay. I'd rather not have guests up while I stream. That's a bit weird, I feel. So if you can give me 5 minutes, I'll be finished. Mim, husband. Everybody say hi to husband. I am very nearly done, so. Sugar puppy. Is he a sugar puppy though? Is he really? I think he got lost in the plot. I think anybody who's seen Husband will know that he is not the sugar puppy. Right. We are done. Let's scoot this into cube. And voila! Thank you guys all for joining. We are done with the double cook. I hope you guys, oh sorry, I can't see. I hope you guys enjoyed the front angle. Sorry for everybody who joined after I had my new angle set up. So if you watch back the VOD, you can see what future streams can look like. But yeah, I cook most days. I stream about 5 times a week, usually. But obviously I'm away on holiday next week and the week after. So I apologize for all of our newbies. I won't be streaming for a while. But when I get back on the 20th, I will be starting stream week for my Twitch anniversary, and that's going to be a whole lot of fun. Lots of stuff planned. If you guys haven't followed yet, do follow along. I'm making a dumpling per follower during stream week. So the more follows, the more dumplings I have to make. So come join the shenanigans. It's going to be like at least 5 hours of me making dumplings at the moment. Make it 6, make it 7. Follow on YouTube and Instagram too. How was your pleat game? My pleat game is good, but I may have to skip on the pleats in favor of time. We shall see. Hi Miles, you've just joined. Dish is good. I will quickly show the dumplings. Here's my little Thai flavored dumplings. I've done it in a gapao flavoring seasoning. So just pulled it out of the freezer. Pleatless, as you can see, because I was rushing. And here's my chili, all blocked up, ready for Husbando's meals. I know I'm streaming direct to Twitch because Streamlabs died. So that's why I apologize. See, you can tell the difference in quality from all of your amazing sound balancing. But yeah, Streamlabs is completely dead. So I switched to direct. This is straight to Twitch. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry, everybody who joined right at the end. I will be back, promise. 20th of December stream week starts. We'll be doing Christmas KFC. We'll be doing mahjong. Husband's going to be cooking. I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to be wrapping dumplings for like 8 hours. So stay tuned. We shall see you next time. Bye. I just realized I gotta go straight on the phone so I can turn it off. This is bad. This is why I hate streaming straight. Bye.